Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
Good.
Thanks for meeting with me today.
Yeah, excited to meet with you.
Yeah, yeah,
Cool, so you're Frank in charge of Frank's, right?
yeah. My dad's the one who started it. Um, Frank Senior.
Okay.
Frank Junior. But yeah, he started it about 25 years ago. It was just a normal grocery store, a little mom and pop shop. Up until about 7 years ago, we started two more. Um, but yeah, the main one is just right where it's at down in Rexburg.
Okay. Cool.
We just try and make sure we sell. We do a good job for all our customers.
Yeah. So how have you been seeing your sales doing lately?
They've been really good. Better than I even expected.
Awesome. So I guess what sparked your interest in Tillamook ice cream?
Um, if I'm honest, I feel like our ice cream and like dairy products are just a part in our business is kind of the next step for us. I mean, we already worked with breads like Grandma Sycamores. We brought them in, kind of offering like a higher value bread. Um, when my dad was there, he believed in like having everything cheap, low cost. Um, that's how people were from like his generation, the best price per ounce.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to keep those things because a lot of our customer base is that way. But I also want to offer like premium products.
Yeah.
And I've had some of your guys' ice cream. It's really good. It's a lot better than Great Value, Blue Bonnet, anything like that. So.
Okay, cool. Or I guess how have your customers been reacting to the ice cream variety that you have right now?
It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Been constant. So, nothing to complain about.
Okay, cool. Have they shown any interest in getting different variety?
A little bit, like there's like we started selling like higher end from Blue Bonnet, like some of their more premium, like Rocky Road, where it has multiple things mixed in. It's a little more expensive than like vanilla, and we saw like a better profits on those.
Okay.
So that's really what kind of sparked my interest.
Okay, cool. So you're seeing that I guess from launching different products, you've seen that they are wanting to buy just those, I guess, higher end is what I'm hearing from you.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Like you might know better than I do, but yeah, I think they could.
Okay, cool, perfect. I guess, have you seen any interest from your customers in other dairy products as well?
It's hard for me to really know exactly like what my customers are interested in because like if I don't offer them, then I don't really know their interests. But yeah, I'd be interested because you guys also offer like butter, cheese, stuff like that.
Yeah,
yogurt,
all kinds of dairy products.
Okay. Yeah, so I would be interested in looking into those so we can have a better offering to our customers.
Yeah, and I guess just so I understand a little better, so you're a grocery store, right? What all products are you offering right now?
Everything from milk to toiletries to breads, fresh produce. Similar to Walmart, not quite at the same scale. We don't offer clothing or auto stuff, but if you were to take like the food section of them, the food, cleaning supplies, we do have like gift cards, stuff like that. But
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Have you guys taken special consideration into the placement of your different products?
No, we really haven't.
Okay. Do you think if you were to, I guess, look into the placement a little better in terms of where different products are on the shelves, do you think you could potentially boost your sales that way?
Yeah, potentially. I don't know. I'd assume if I had that amount of time, I would do it.
Cool. Because that's something that we can help you out with as well. You're just looking at different placement of different products. I guess with your ice cream, what types of products do you have around it?
The right next to it, on one side we've got all like the frozen meals, so like your microwave dinners.
Okay.
And then on the other side of it, I think it's frozen chicken and stuff like that.
Okay, perfect. So if we were to put more variety of different ice creams there, do you think it would draw more attention to the surrounding products as well?
Yeah, I mean, it could.
Have you seen pretty good sales with those frozen dinners that you have next to them?
Yeah, I mean, they're all right. Nobody really likes those anymore, but some people still buy them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking potentially if we were to look at different ice creams there, we could boost the sales. And I mean, that's what we're here for, is to help you out with anything that you need help with. Um, and so yeah, you're looking specifically, I guess, just the ice cream right now.
Yeah, ice cream and the other ones. I mean, I'd be open to talking about the other ones.
Cool. Well, I think that's definitely something that we can look at. You wanna move on to the next one?
Sure. Sounds good. Okay. Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. Just wanted to, I mean, meet with you. I'm from Enterprise, obviously. Sent you that email a little bit earlier, just about kind of the things that we offer. And actually, I mean, from our meeting today, really what I want to do is understand your company, what like the needs are for you guys, and honestly, how we can help you guys spend more time doing what you guys are designing to do.
Okay.
In regards to making sure you guys are actually like working as much as possible, and not spending your time changing oil in cars, or fixing them up or whatever. But
Yeah.
how big is your fleet right now?
So right now we have 85 sales reps.
Okay.
Yep. And then every rep has a car.
Okay. So you got 85 trucks running
Yeah.
around. Wow, that's an undertaking.
Yeah, it's a lot of trucks.
That's a lot of trucks. How often are you guys like buying new cars and stuff like that?
Yeah. So what we see is our trucks usually wear out after about 1.5 years, and then we get a new one.
Okay. Yeah, after about 1.5 years.
Yeah.
So do you guys currently buy them or do you lease them?
So right now we're actually buying them from Toyota and Chevy.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Okay. Do they give you like a pretty good discount, or like is it just?
Yeah, because we're buying in such large numbers. Yeah, they usually give us a pretty good discount.
Good, good. And then when you turn around and sell them after a year and a half, do you usually find that you're losing quite a bit of money, or?
Yeah, I mean, after you drive a truck off the lot, it loses a ton of its value. But yeah, after
Yeah.
about 1.5 years, because we're putting so much mileage on them, it's a pretty big loss from what we bought.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. And then, who takes care of all those cars? Because I know, like, at Enterprise, we have a whole team of guys that has to take care of them. Do some of your sales guys take care of it, or do you do like the registration and like oil changes and tire rotations on them?
Yeah, so what we'll generally do is we have a team that we have the sales reps communicating with. So if the truck did need something, then we have them bring the truck in, and then we have a team that can take care of that.
Oh, interesting. When their truck, I mean, how often do you guys have trucks break down and stuff like that?
I mean, it's not too terribly often, but I mean, with a team of 85 trucks, it happens occasionally.
Yeah. Dang. So, if a truck does break down, what usually ends up happening with it?
A lot of times I mean, it depends what happened to the truck, because we'll bring it in, and usually we have deals with Toyota and Chevy that we can bring it in and get it worked on there if it's something really big, or we can have our team do what they have to do with it if it's not something,
Yeah.
earth shattering. But yeah, it just depends on what it is. Generally, we'll get it taken care of within a day or two, and that sales rep at that point has to work with someone else.
Yeah. Interesting. So if I understand what you're saying is, you do have a team that works on them, like a set of 5 guys or whatever.
Mhm.
So there is a cost with that.
Yeah.
And then you also lose. I mean, so I'm just kind of trying to wrap my mind around like all the different costs that you guys have.
Mhm.
So you have a cost of your team that works on them. You have the trucks that you have to buy off the lot. When you drive them off the lot, they lose 15% of their value. And then you put lots of miles on them. And then I guess you also have to worry about everything that's going into them, that they're still running well.
Mm-hmm.
If you were, and then I guess in addition to that, you have, if somebody's truck does break down, they're kind of almost like dead weight. They're basically like a paperweight at that point.
Yeah.
Because they can't get around anywhere. They can't really sell to anybody. Interesting. So, what would you say the costs are like if somebody's truck does break down? How much does that affect like their sales?
I mean, usually it'll be about a day or two of them getting to the different stores, trying to boost their tools in those stores. So, I mean, it can be fairly detrimental. It'd be hard to put a number to it, but yeah, it would definitely affect us for about a day or two of them getting those tools into those stores and making sure everything's operating how it should.
Yeah. What would you say a day's work is worth from one of your sales reps? Like if you had to put a dollar, like just an arbitrary dollar value on it.
I'd say, if they're putting their new tools in there, it could definitely run upwards of, I don't know, 10,000, something like that.
Per day.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
they're working with 10 separate stores,
Mhm.
so it's affecting multiple stores.
Wow. Because that's what they use their truck is to go around to all the different
Yeah.
stores, and so really instead of not working with one customer, you're working with, or you're missing the opportunity to work with 10 different customers
Yeah.
a day. That's wow. And then if you weren't to have this team over here that's the auto mechanics, would you still be paying them? Would they be salesmen at that point? I don't know the structure of your guys' of your. If you'd help me understand that, that'd be beneficial.
Yeah, I mean, so they're working in the office as well, so they're trained for their office stuff and the car stuff.
Mhm.
So when they're not working with the cars, they have their other stuff that they're working with. So they're not specifically trained to, or I guess unique to working with cars. They can do other things as well.
When you have a lot of cars break down, do they get behind on their office stuff, or is it?
Yeah, I mean, if there's a lot of cars that are breaking down, it definitely can affect their office work.
Okay. Have you seen that yet? Like, have they gotten behind in office work? Those 5 guys? Because of the fleet, or?
Not too much. Because the cars are fairly new, only 1.5 years old when we get rid of them, we don't see them break down too terribly often, but every once in a while they'll get a little bit behind and have to catch up.
Yeah, I was just thinking about a couple scenarios. For instance, if you have like 4 or 5 cars break down, and that they had to fix, or they have to do the registration for all 85 cars each year, or I mean oil changes. They're probably all set on an oil change schedule. If when that comes around every quarter or whatever, that's going to pretty much take those 5 guys out of the office into just working on the cars, and that could create potential problems to the company. If they didn't spend any of their time on cars, what do you feel like they would be doing? Like what's the value that they'd be providing somewhere else?
In terms of our office staff? Or?
Yeah, the office guys.
I mean, making sure that we're all caught up on our paperwork, making sure all payments are being made for everything that we need, making sure orders are placed, just stuff like that.
Awesome. And then, yeah. Well, there's a lot of great things that Enterprise can do. One would be totally alleviating your guys. And then if you ever have cars break down, we can, get a new one to you that day, so you guys don't have to wait. All that good stuff. We can just settle it all up for you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.